Hi everyone, this is our hackathon project LazeDetect by me, Vishrut Thoutam, Daniel De Silva, and Ethan Young. What is LazeDetect? LazeDetect is a Chrome extension that uses image recognition technologies to detect when and how long you've been sitting in front of your computer. After a set period of time, you'll receive a notification that you've been sitting in front of the computer for too long and your tabs will close for a small amount of time, allowing you for you to take a break. This idea was inspired by our parents, who always tell us to get off of the computer and go take a walk for some time. And even though I'm always on the computer for a long time, I know that there's a lot of health problems that come with it as well. That's why it's also important to take breaks and get up once in a while, which is what this extension enables me to do. Again, LazeDetect prevents people from sitting in front of their computer for a long time because prolonged use of a computer can lead to eye and back problems, for example, bending your back or straining your eyes due to blue light. By taking periodic breaks enforced by this extension, you won't have to strain your eyes or no health problems will be caused from using your computer for too long. To implement this extension, we had to go through a lot of loopholes. The Chrome extension includes code for a basic pop-up with a button, and when that button is clicked, the extension will request camera access and start a timer. Once that timer ends, the Chrome extension will insert an iframe into the page using a content script to get the camera data. Now this sounds really complicated, but we had to do this because it's pretty difficult to get video from a Chrome extension. After the camera data is received, it's then sent to the backend to process and see if a face is present in front of the camera. And if so, the extension will get the information back. And if you are in front of the camera, then it will proceed to block and close all pages for a certain amount of time. And this forces you to move away from your computer and ultimately prevents health problems for all of your sessions. So now let's take a look at the code. First comes our background script, which runs in the background of the Chrome extension whenever it's on. And ultimately, what it does is set a timer, and once that timer is over, it sends a message to the content script, which basically inserts HTML and JavaScript within the current page that the user is looking at. We also have the pop-up script, which is the small pop-up that you see whenever you click on a Chrome extension. When the Start Session button is clicked on this pop-up, the extension will open a tab to request camera access. And once the camera access is received, the extension sends the start time and session length. It sets the start time and session length in the storage. And right now, as you can see in the code, the time to block, as set in the local storage, is only 1 second. But this is only for testing purposes. And the once this is done, the Chrome extension will attempt to get the camera data and use that to send it to the backend and determine if your face is in front of the camera. Next comes the content script. The content script runs when requested from the background script and runs an HTML file within an iframe to get with the JavaScript as shown on the right. And this uses the get user media function to get the video stream and take a still image to send it to the backend. To do this, we had to go through a lot of loopholes. You might think that just through the background script, we'd be able to run get user media, but Chrome has many restrictions on that. So instead, we had to insert an iframe from the context of the Chrome extension, and then only from there we can call get user media. And it took a lot of testing to get this far. Finally, the base64 encoded image is sent to a fast API backend server, where a post request to the video route uses the base64 encoded image and processes it using a pre-trained face detection model from OpenCV, and it then returns a value saying if the face was detected or not. If this value then gets returned to the background script, which uses it to determine if it should close all the tabs or not. Some implementation difficulties we had was figuring out a way to get to get video input through the Chrome extension. It's usually a security hazard to do this through the background script, so Chrome prevented that. Instead, we had to create a workaround by inserting an iframe using a content script and getting the image input from there instead. Okay, so now let's go through a quick project demonstration. So as you can see in the top right corner, I have a Chrome extension with this pop-up, which says start time. Once I click it, it'll open a tab to ask for camera access. And as you can see in the console, I just got the base64 encoded image from the camera and a URI giving 1, which means my face was detected. So in a couple seconds, the whole window will close. And that's what will happen. So for a certain amount of time, you won't be able to access your Chrome, ultimately forcing you to get up. That's how our Chrome extension works, and I hope you enjoyed our project. Thank you very much.